Hey guys, I'm Parker. Welcome to my second channel, Life of Luxury. As many of you may know, I have a main channel called Luxury Pranks, and at the time of me filming this video, we are about to hit 1 million subscribers. Now for 1 million subscribers, I always thought that I'd do something special, like upload a music video or, show some sort of crazy party or upload something where, we're all hyped up. But crazy parties, unprofessional rap music, all of that stuff, it isn't really me. And I figured the best way I could express to you how I'm feeling is to just sit down and talk. Now, most of you know I have never really done this, so this is probably the most personal experience you've ever gotten from me. But I think it's time to sit down and talk about how you guys changed my life. If I could pinpoint a date, I would say that my life changed on May 29th, 2015. For some reason or another, on May 29th, 2015, I felt an overwhelming emptiness. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but that's really what I felt. Now, May 29th, 2015 was the beginning of the summer before I started college. So I was feeling all the pressure that was about to be on me from going away to college, moving away from home, and not being able to hang out with any of my friends from high school anymore. Really, I just felt the pressure of knowing that this was the time where I had to become an adult, or at least what I pictured an adult to be. I knew from this point on I would need to start taking life a lot more seriously, and I was really horrified by the fact that I was starting school in 2 months for chemical engineering, something that I knew absolutely nothing about. I'm having such a hard time describing to you what I felt at that time. I felt that at that point of my life had a certain plan, and there was only one road that I could travel on from that point forward. And I felt that if I failed in college at chemical engineering, then I would be very ashamed of myself, and I thought that my family and friends and strangers, whoever, would be embarrassed by me as well. So I guess that night on May 29th, 2015, I started to think about what made me feel the most happy, or really what made me feel the greatest purpose. And maybe unsurprisingly to you, the answer was YouTube. Now, by this time in 2015, I had already been making YouTube videos since 2008. I started my first channel in 2008 as a kid, and I was really heavily influenced by channels like Smosh, Fred, Nigahiga, and more that I can't really remember right now. These people were my idols. YouTube was relatively new at this time, but I really felt like I already fell in love with it. If you were to ask any other kid what they wanted to be when they grew up, they would probably say a fireman or a policeman or a doctor or a lawyer. And that's because these people are idols to kids. These people are their heroes. But to me, my heroes were YouTubers. Sounds ridiculous, but that's the kind of kid I was. So I started making these videos in 2008, just doing stupid stuff, running around, just being a kid, just pretty much trying to copy other YouTubers that I idolized. No one ever really watched my videos, so I guess you could say I was my own biggest fan. So anyway, fast forward a couple of years, middle school comes around, and I'm still making these stupid videos. I remember telling every kid in my class about my YouTube channel, and having my dad take me to make a custom shirt with my YouTube channel on it and my YouTube URL on the back of it, and wearing that shirt to middle school for like a week straight. It was pretty embarrassing, but I really loved making videos. And no matter how stupid or nerdy I looked, I was still happy because of the fact that I was able to call myself a YouTuber. Fast forward to high school, I was still making videos, and still really no one was watching, but that was alright because I still loved every second of it. And I mean making videos, not high school. Freshman year, I met my friend Chester, and one day I invited him over to my house, and we made a video together. And from that point on, we started making videos together throughout the rest of high school. Now, out of my entire high school experience, the most fun I had was making pointless YouTube videos that maybe 100 people would watch at most. And the number of people watching never really mattered to me, because making these videos gave me a feeling of happiness that I still feel when I make videos today. So let's get back to 2015, specifically May 29th, 2015. This is the day that I started Luxury Pranks. I knew college was starting soon, but I called Chester that night That night was the day before my birthday, and I called him and I told him I want to start one more channel. I want to have one more go at it to get people to start watching these videos. Luxury Pranks was the last channel that I knew that I had a chance with. As soon as I published my channel, I remember looking at the 0 subscriber count and just thinking to myself that this was my last shot to have a successful YouTube channel. And in 2 months I was going to start studying chemical engineering, but the thing was, I didn't know anything about chemical engineering. I didn't know if studying chemical engineering would make me happy. The only thing I knew that made me happy was making videos. So me and my 2 friends from high school, Chester and Joe, started making videos that summer of 2015. Pretty much all of the videos that we filmed that summer were unsuccessful. That is, except one. In August of 2015, my friend Joe and I set out to film a video called Homeless Woman Does Amazing Act, which I'm sure many of you have seen. I remember after I finished filming that video being overwhelmed by how beautiful it was going to look. As soon as Joe handed me the camera after he filmed me, I remember just thinking that I have gold captured on the SD card. So that night I went home and I did the one thing that I spent the last 7 years of my life doing, which is editing. I started editing that video and it took me about 2 days of pretty much constant work, and I finally published it. Within 3 days of me having published that video, MTV had published it on their Facebook page and their website, and that's the first video I have ever had go viral. Now, of course, this was an amazing feeling to see my work actually make that big of an impact, and this feeling really motivated me to keep going. Now, unfortunately, summer was about to end and it was time for me to start at, my new college. My friend Joe, who filmed that video, went out to school near New York City, which is nowhere near where I live, and then Chester started at a different college as well. So I started college feeling pretty alone, and I have to say I did not enjoy any second of pretty much the first half of my freshman year. To be honest with you guys, I was actually pretty miserable. I don't really want to get into what was wrong with me, but let's just say I was not doing very well mentally at the beginning to mid of my freshman year. It was actually the toughest time in my life, and the worst part about it is throughout it all I felt so alone. And the number one thing that made me feel like I wasn't alone and that I had a purpose, I knew it was making videos. Luckily, I met a kid who agreed to start making these videos with me, and we started filming social experiments around campus and gold digger pranks. So we would go out during the day during school and we would film these videos, and I would come back to my dorm at night and I would edit these videos that I just filmed. I feel like it's important to emphasize this. I really was going through the toughest time in my life, and the only thing that made me feel like I had a purpose was making these videos. So believe it or not, sitting alone in my dorm room, editing for hours is what made me feel the most happy. So anyways, this new kid that I met in college, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he would even want me to say it, because him and I really don't talk anymore, and it's not anything bad. We just kind of fell out of contact with each other. We started making these videos and these gold digger pranks, and what we made really helped Luxury Pranks start to gain a fan base. And as Luxury Pranks continued to grow and I started feeling more validated through my work, I started feeling better mentally. Making these videos was kind of like medicine to me. So as my channel continued to grow, I continued to feel better and better because I felt like I had more meaning to my life. Fast forward to my sophomore and junior years, I started making a lot of new types of content with Chester and sometimes Joe when Joe was back in town from college. Chester and I filmed the first catfish videos and child predator videos that you guys know today. Basically, we kept making these videos consistently until somehow we hit my all-time goal of 100,000 subscribers. I remember the feeling of hitting 100,000 subscribers. It's not really something I can describe. You just try to think about it from my perspective. 100,000 was my all-time goal, and I had reached it within my first couple of years of this channel. I felt like I had a purpose in life, and I don't think anything else could have given me as big of a purpose in life as 100,000 people supporting me. Well, I mean, except 1 million people supporting me. So we kept pushing out content, trying as hard as we could, and here I am today with 1 million subscribers. Luxury Pranks is 10 times more successful than I ever dreamed. And thinking back, it's hard to even say that I'm the same person I was 3 years ago. Because 3 years ago I felt insignificant and scared of the path that I chose for myself. Today I can say that I'm the happiest that I've ever been. I have 1 million wonderful people supporting me who saved me from becoming miserable. 1 million people who believe in me as a person. 1 million people who see something either in me or what I produce. 1 million people who gave me a purpose in life. So now I'm about a year away from getting my degree, and regardless of whether or not I'm going to use that degree, I'm really glad that I stayed in school, because balancing YouTube and my schoolwork really helped shape the person that I am today. It's important to mention that I couldn't have done any of this without the support of those closest to me. I mean, it's hard to say what Luxury Pranks would be without Chester or my friend Joe or anyone else who helped this channel grow. The growth of this channel was the result of the combined effort of several people who shared the same dream that I did, and the support of thousands and thousands of loyal viewers who I try my hardest to feel a personal connection to. Hopefully by telling you guys this story, you are able to understand how much you all mean to me. And hopefully you can understand that I'm not really anything special, just a kid with a few cameras and a dream. With persistence and hard work, I proved to myself that I could achieve my dreams, and there's not a force in the universe preventing any of you from doing the same thing. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I truly wish I could say more, and I wish I could have you guys feel the love that you have all made me feel. So thank you for watching, and thank you for caring.